Good morning, everyone. We're live from Houston, Texas. This is Thursday, September 13th, and show number 98. Um, I set up the stream a little late, so nobody showed up to the chat room early. That's fine. I'm just going to have a little bit of coffee here. You ever throw a party and nobody shows up? Surprise! Anyway, just as a reminder, when you watch YouTube live stream shows, be sure that you update the app as often as possible. I check my devices every morning now because YouTube apps update randomly, and sometimes if you don't just with one update not being done, it'll freeze on you or the comments will freeze on you or something like that. We don't want that to happen. So, well, good, people are showing up. Hello, Melissa. Good morning, Captain Melissa. Good to see you. How are you today? As you can see, you know, in the dining room. Oh, I can see there's a wine glass right there. I was cleaning house this morning and I found one. I promise I haven't been drinking yet, no matter how much I want to. This isn't, what was it, Hoda and Kathy Lee in the morning? They used to drink wine on their show. No, I've never done that. I'm way too professional for such shenanigans. Good morning, Captain Diana. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, you almost missed it. I'm glad you're here. Um, so, can you hear that? Nothing. There are no workers in the house today. That's compared to yesterday where there were, I think when I was doing the live show yesterday, I counted 17 people. 17 people in that part of the house working. There was the crew that was doing the pack out to remove all the stuff. And there were, I think 5. You know, it was real hard to tell because they kept moving. So I was having trouble counting everybody. Yeah, so it's nice and quiet. It's actually quite a relief. But, you know, remember I said after the show I was going to go have lunch, right? And it was interesting because when I got in the truck to drive to lunch, my ears were ringing. You know, like sometimes if you go to a concert, you leave the concert and your ears are ringing a little bit. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it was enough that I noticed it. So the pounding and the music and the din of the construction had actually affected my ears. I'm surprised because I wasn't that close to it except to take photos. So I came home from lunch. I had a lovely lunch. I took my time. So I got back around 2, and the pack out crew were gone. They had finished and they were gone. So it was just the floor crew. And when I walked in, I approached the area they were working, and the lead guy, his eyes were about this big. He said, "You're not going to believe how bad it is." I thought, no one wants to start a conversation that way when it comes to their house or anything, really, right? So I want be around the corner. If you follow me on Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, I wouldn't have to explain all this to you. I'm kidding. If you want to see a visual representation of what I'm talking about, I put photos on Instagram of what they discovered when they got the floors out. What it comes down to is no matter which way you slice it, we couldn't have saved those original hardwood floors. The pipe damage, the plumbing damage was just too extensive. And it's in the entire living room, probably the entire living room, the hallway, half the studio, what was my studio, and just a little tiny bit of the master bedroom, you know, had damage once we opened it up. And it was wet still, you know, because it hadn't dried out from the original leaks. The ground wasn't wet, so we know that it's not still leaking. But wood holds that moisture. You know, it was sealed. I have ventilation under the house like you're supposed to, but for that much moisture. So I'm glad we got it all opened up. It's creepy, man, because you can see down to the floor. Captain Diana says it's good there were no bodies found. I admit nothing. Excuse me. Oh, Captain Diana says, "Where's Charles this morning?" He just texted me. He said he's at the dentist. So, Captain Charles, when you watch this later on, you need to make your dentist appointments at a different time. You know I'm here every day. We all want to see you at 11. So anyway, yeah, so it was creepy, man, because there are holes down to the ground. They put up plastic over some of the doorways with, they put a zipper in it, and that's what I have to do to get into the bathroom. But there is some solid floor between the kitchen and the bathroom, but right there, like when you're stepping out, there's a hole into the, down to the ground right there. And not only am I delicate, you know that I'm afraid of the dark. I've admitted this openly. I'm not going to deny the fact that this is creepy, man. So I left the hallway light on so I could actually see down to the ground in case I had to go to the little boy's room in the middle of the night. Or just knowing that the light was on helped tremendously. It's creepy. And then, I don't know, I think it was 3:30 in the morning. I could hear Koyana was in that room and she was growling. So who knows what emerged from the floors at 3 in the morning. I just put the blankets over my head and hoped for the best. I made sure my feet were inside the blankets because that's how you protect yourself from whatever's under your bed. So, so they left about that crew, the flooring crew. They tore up everything they could tear up, took it out to their truck and left. I'd say around 3. So that about an hour after I got back from lunch, and then I talked to Roger. Roger's the one that's completely in charge of all the floors. He's like the top person, and then he's got his subcontractors under that. So I talked to Roger and on the phone, he said, I have to come and see the extent of the damage because we're going to have to resubmit this to the insurance company and get a supplemental check before we can continue. So job's on hold. Boop, put a pin in it. How long's the job on hold, Roger? He said he had to come visit and check it out. So he came this morning. He left, I don't know, not too long ago. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw a picture of Roger. Roger's young enough to be my son. Like, when you don't have kids around all the time reminding you that you're old, I just think I'm 20 years old all the time. And then he comes along and he's like, I'm 30. I was like, oh God, you're young enough to be my kid. But anyway, I put a picture of Roger checking out the destruction this morning on Instagram. And he did a lot of measuring, and he thinks all the floor joists in those are things underneath the floor, the big beams, if you're unfamiliar with construction. He thinks all the living room ones probably will have to be replaced. Maybe one in the hallway, maybe one in the master bedroom. Because the master bedroom is adjacent to the bathroom where the leaks were, and so the leaks kind of went into that area of the master bedroom. So yay! That's the update on the floors. So Roger, he's feeling positive. If he's feeling positive, I'm feeling positive. I don't know how long I'm going to live in the dining room, bar, bedroom, studio. Could be longer than 5 weeks. It all depends on how it goes with the insurance company. So hopefully, fingers crossed, he was racing out of here to go submit it because probably the adjuster is going to have to submit it to her boss. And her boss is leaving for North Carolina tomorrow because apparently there's some rainstorm. I don't mean to make light of it. When there's a major storm coming to the U.S., all the emergency crews and everybody mobilizes, and insurance companies mobilize because they need to be there on the ground immediately. So hopefully we can get this process through the right channels today so that hopefully we can get back on the job. The next thing they'll have to do is they're going to have to tear out the rest of most of the subfloor and some of the beams and replace the beams. So there'll be some actual construction that has to happen before they actually get to putting new floors down. So I think I figured out what color floor I want. It's white oak, but you have to stain it and seal it. So I was looking on, I was on Pinterest, to be honest, I think I found some colors. So, oh, Captain Maggie's here. Hello, Maggie. She slid right into the room. It was good to see you. Um, Captain Diana says Charles doesn't know how to prioritize. Got that right. Oh, just as a reminder, um, Monday will be my 100th show. It'll be our 100th show together. So, like I said yesterday, and I feel excited about this, is if you come to the show Monday live and you participate in the chat room, I'm going to enter you into a drawing for a Captain Housekeeper gift basket. So that's how we'll celebrate. We'll celebrate together live, and then one of you lucky people will get some Captain Housekeeper swag. Isn't that fun? That'll be good. So make sure you don't miss out on Monday. Do whatever you have to do to be here. Hopefully, we'll have a big crowd. It'll be fun. It'll be a party. I'll be in my bedroom, dining room, bar studio. I guess I could go somewhere, celebrate somewhere out there, but we'll see. It depends on what happens. I mean, Roger, he might call me this afternoon and say, look, they said go for it. So they might be right back on the job. Doggies are at daycare today because on Thursdays they go and get their baths and they stink. Oh gosh. If you take your dogs to doggy daycare, they're covered in other dogs' slobber. They smell terrible. There's nothing I can do because, well, I guess I could throw them in the pool. I should have thrown them in the pool last night when they got home. I would have washed it all off. Why don't you people help me? Help me with my stinky dogs. Oh, and Captain Maggie says, thumbs up, people. Yes, if you're enjoying this video series, please give it a thumbs up. There's 8 of you here, only 3 thumbs up. Oh, look, I'll do it too. Boop. Ah, look, 4 thumbs up. I helped. Yes, I thumb up my own videos. It's a strategy. So yeah, if you're new to Captain Housekeeper, if this is your first time watching, please subscribe to the Captain Housekeeper YouTube channel. Roger, if you're watching, because I told Roger to how to get to my YouTube channel. Roger, if you're watching, please subscribe and ring that little notification bell and you'll know when I put up a new video or when I go live. Roger and his crew are doing a great job. Thank you, Roger, if you are watching. Captain Housekeeper gives you a thumbs up. Oh, Captain Melissa's getting a foster doggy, a basset hound. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I almost got a basset once. Just because of the ears, they're so adorable. Captain Maggie says maybe Monday we could have an episode with all of your fur babies and let us play with them online. Well, we'll see. I mean, maybe I could get them all on the bed here. That'd be fun if they would show up. It's hard to wrangle that many animals, but if they were well trained, they're wild beasts. I see all these people with their well-behaved dogs. It's like, oh, mine are free spirits. Not too long ago, the person at the daycare said, did you know Koyana doesn't know her own name? It's like, no, she knows her own name. She's choosing to ignore you. Actually, I love that daycare. I do. I talk about it all the time. Did you see the class pictures they took? They're so adorable. I posted those online too. But they call her Koya instead of Koyana, and I think that's why she doesn't answer them, because her name's Koyana. And they call her Koya. The other daycare I took them to, they called Tamaya Tammy, which, it's like, well, no wonder she doesn't come when you call her. Her name's Tamaya. It doesn't even sound like Tammy. Captain Terry says, you deserve to have another lunch out today. Sold. Actually, I don't have any lunch food in the house, because usually what I do is I take leftovers from dinner and you have them for lunch the next day at lunchtime. But I've been so tired that dinner's been minimal. I've just been eating just to get by. So I don't have anything for lunch. Great idea, Captain Terry. I think I'll go out. And just so you know, I did not have any martinis at lunch yesterday. You know what I did have? This place is just up the road. On their permanent menu, they have something called the After Thanksgiving sandwich. And it is so good. It's exactly what you think it is. It's like it's sliced turkey, but not like sandwich meat. It's actually turkey, and it's got stuffing and gravy and cranberry sauce, and it's so good. That's what I had for lunch yesterday. Captain Maggie says, I'm having leftovers now. Oh yeah, you had 11 people over. I saw that later, Maggie. I didn't catch it live when you said it yesterday. I saw it when I rewatched the episode. Oh, and you had a big dinner party. I hope that went well. 11 people. Did you roast a pig? I hope you did something fun, something special. 11 people, that sounds like fun. Maggie has a beautiful house in Michigan with a gorgeous dining room. I would probably have more friends if I had a house like that. I was telling Roger this morning that, people would come to the house more if they could actually get across the ditch out front. I have like a moat, and there's no bridge across it. I mentioned that last week. But yesterday with the flooring guys, oh my gosh, they wanted so desperately to figure out how to bridge that ditch because it's a deep ditch. And so they were going out with all these big bundles of old oak floor, and they had to go down and go up. And the one guy was only like 2 feet tall, and he was like, I can't reach it. I shouldn't. But it was funny. I took pictures of that too, but I didn't post them. I should post more pictures that I take because some of them are actually quite funny. Okay, well, you know what I'm going to do, 100th show on Monday, so mark your calendars. I wanted to make sure to emphasize that. It's going to be a quiet day today, so I'm going to, there's no workers in the house. I made some progress on the rest of the dining room, studio, bar area, bedroom, and hopefully I won't have to sit on the bed here because this isn't very comfortable for future shows. But I think I'm going to be here longer than 5 weeks, so maybe I need to start planning some shows out. Okay, folks, well, thanks for stopping by. It's so good to see you. Roger, I hope you're watching. Come back tomorrow. Like you have nothing else to do, Roger. We're all here waiting for you. Join in the chat room, please. Okay, say it with me, everyone. No matter what life throws at me, I have the ability to make this a fantastic day. Okay, well, I love you guys so much. We'll see you tomorrow at the same time, 11 a.m. Central in the USA. Bye-bye.